Well, today is Tuesday if you're watching this video on the day that I release it. Because I typically do a video every Tuesday. And I was looking at the calendar and noticed that today, Tuesday, November the 5th, is Election Day. So I am going to go off on a tangent and have something a little bit different today. We're going to talk a little bit about gratitude and how you can stay happy and in a good, calm state no matter what is going on around you. Are you ready? Let's talk about it. Hey, everybody, it's David at David in Progress. We talk about financial independence, retiring early, and doing your best to live your best life now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And hey, thank you for being part of my channel. So let me ask you, have you ever experienced one of those like always happy people? You know what I'm talking about? If you're still working, you get to work on Monday and there's that Monday happy person that just drives you nuts. And you go and you see this person again on Thursday, and not only are they still happy, but they seem even more happy. The weight of the week has pushed you down, yet the weight of the week seems to have lifted that person up. Perhaps you know someone who their life seemingly is a mess. Health issues, financial issues, all kinds of things going on. Yet somehow they still manage to have that smile going. Well, I'm going to venture a guess that the secret these people have is something called gratitude. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand there are people that just are innately always positive. They're born that way, their whole family's that way, it's just who they are. I am not one of those people. I am someone that always has to work on my happiness and on my thankfulness. And I've done this, like I think a lot of these happy people you run into, by having an attitude of gratitude. Now, the election here in the United States is happening right now. And by the time you watch this, the winner is probably determined. And there are probably a lot of people around you really upset about who won or whatever the outcome was. And that is another swirl in life. Things that are going on that are negative. Maybe you have stuff going on in your life that is not so great. And let's take the politics and elections out of it. Maybe your finances aren't where you want them to be, and you get down about it. Maybe your health is not where you want it to be, and you get down about that. Gratitude is something that can lift you out of all those things. It is November, the month of Thanksgiving. So I have a challenge for you. And my challenge is that you experience and practice gratitude. And here's what I've done and what I do is for many years, I have kept a list. It's on my phone, and it's a gratitude list, very simple. I try to every Monday take just a moment and write down one thing, just one thing that I am thankful for from the previous week. And I have done this for over 20 years. I started it old school on paper way, way long time ago, and then eventually transitioned to doing this on my phone. And it is just terrific. That list is so very long. So imagine, if you will, you're in a deep, dark, negative moment, but you have been writing down something you are thankful that you have gratitude for weeks, maybe months, or even in my case, years. Imagine how long that list is. Heck, when I was in the hospital back in July and I was in the deep doldrums of the pain that I was feeling, I pulled out that gratitude list and I scrolled through it and thought, I have nothing to worry about. I have no reason to feel negative because look at these hundreds of things that over these dozens of years that I am thankful for. Another cool side effect is since it's only one or two words, it triggers that moment back in your head. So let's say you look at it where I'll give you a great example. There's one that pops up every now and then way down on my list. It says, holding my son's hand. Well, he's 26 years old now, and I'm not going to be holding his hand out in public anymore. But in that moment, it takes me back to when he was 5 years old and we were at a park and he held my hand. I can exactly remember that moment. It changes your state. Have a list, have a gratitude list, and you will be amazed over the years how long the list will get and how it can help change your state when you look at it. Another thing that I do is I put myself into moments of gratitude where I think about things. And I have this broken up in a very simple way. I try to do this at least once a week. So you sit down and meditate and think about gratitude. I do it in a state of prayer, but your background and the way you do it may be different. And the first thing I do is I have gratitude for a who. And by a who, that is a person. Right now, I'd say that's mostly my wife. I'm often thinking about her, how thankful I am for her, how grateful I am for our marriage, and how wonderful our life is together. Sometimes I think about family members, or I think about someone that I just randomly met at the grocery store that day, or at a 7-Eleven, somebody who was positive and made me feel better. And I'm thankful for that person. So start with the who. The next thing that I spend a few moments thinking about is the what. And what can be a thing. Maybe I'm thankful that day for something as simple as having a car that works that gets me to places. Just earlier today, I'm sitting out in the backyard drinking a cup of coffee, and I started thinking about how grateful I was just about this day to be able to sit in the yard, the backyard, and feel the breeze on my face and look up and see the clouds going by and to hear the birds as they were singing around me. What a wonderful moment that I maybe would not have thought of in that way had I not intentionally sat there and thought about a what. And then the third thing that I do in this moment of gratitude is I'm thankful for something that hasn't occurred yet. So, what you do in this moment is you think about your future, and your future could be the end of the day today, or the end of this week, or even the end of the month. But something in the future that you are looking forward to, that you want to happen, and go ahead and be thankful for it. Own it that it has happened, that you are going to have or get to whatever it is that you want, and start being thankful for it now. Let's relate this back to financial independence or retiring early. Maybe you're not there yet, but you can sit there and be thankful and have gratitude for what that is going to look like in the future and the things that you're doing now to get to that point. So if you want to have a life full of joy and gratitude, be thankful for the who, spend a moment and be thankful for the what, and then look into the future and be thankful for things that have not happened yet, but you know they will. And don't forget that list. Write down all those things that you are thankful for. So in this November, this crazy election time here in the United States, in these times where people all worked up angry about who won or who lost or what's going to happen or what's not going to happen, let's be thankful. And I want to challenge you here in November, in the month of thankfulness, of gratitude, that you spend a little time every day just reflecting on all the wonderful things that you have in your life. No matter what's going on around you, I guarantee you, if you think about it, you will think of something that is terrific. And you know what? I would love to hear from you. Think of something that you are grateful for at this very moment. Go onto YouTube and leave me a comment. Share with me and share with anyone else who may see this comment something that you are grateful for today. Thank you for watching. I am grateful today for you. I'm thankful for this YouTube channel. I'm thankful for you for watching this. I'm thankful and grateful for your comments. I just so much appreciate you. And I know that your future is something that you can look forward to.